What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got a huge update, guys. This one coming from New York with the corrupt Attorney General, Miss Letitia James. She has been caught up in a massive scandal that may result in her losing her spot as Attorney General. And not only that, but her verdict and that judgment of $500 million on Donald Trump may be reversed and overturned. Everything is backfiring on the Attorney General. I'm excited to get in this one to see exactly what she's gotten herself into. This sounds like another one of those Fannie Willis situations where she's been, misusing and abusing taxpayer funds for her own lavish lifestyle. Guys, we're gonna get straight to the clip and see what's going on there, and I'll get my thoughts on the back end. Guys, definitely stick around to the end so you guys get my thoughts on the back end. And also, YouTube, push this video out. Definitely stick around until the end for your boy. But yo, let's get straight into it. Before we do that, though, make sure you guys hit that like button, guys, and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
Well, Letitia James is evil from New York. We have proof of it. Go.
Welcome to the gun range. This is Doug in Exile.
Oh! Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug Tenaple. This is where the happy patriots are. We're going to start with how much Trump has to pay her. This is from Business Insider. Give you an update on that case because Trump already got a bond for the E. Jean Carroll of like 80 million or whatever. Here's out of options. Trump will pay $500 million cash bond to appeal his New York fraud case, experts predict. Not paying will hurt even more. Now, this isn't about Trump actually losing $500 million. That's not going to happen. It's about how much it's going to cost for him to look like he could pay the $500 million while he appeals. Okay. Trump must stow $500 million cash in a bank to cover the appeal bond for his New York fraud case, experts say. That is, if he fails by March 25th, New York will start seizing his assets, the state attorney general has warned. This is going to greatly destabilize New York business, I believe. Everyone knows you're crazy to start a business in New York unless you're a Democrat. This is a one-party business state, and Trump's in the wrong party. A premium of anywhere from $250,000 to $1 million will push the cost of a bond even higher. That's what Trump's probably going to have to pay for the bond. He's got assets. He's got over $670 million worth of property in New York, but you don't want to sell it all just to show that you have the cash, right? You have to go do deals with people that will loan you the money and show it on paper. So that's the first prong of evil Letitia James and her imbecilic worldview. Here's some new fronts where Letitia James is making truly evil decisions that hurt people. Here's three headlines I'm just going to pull out, boom, boom, boom in a row. USA Today, New York Attorney General Letitia James sued over action against trans sports ban. New York Daily News, Nassau County sues New York Attorney General Tish James for standing up to trans sports ban. New York Attorney AG Letitia James threatens decisive legal action over the ban. This is about Nassau County that said men cannot participate in women's sports is the bottom line. And I don't want to get into there's vocabulary about all this. I know I'll get in trouble. I'm just saying, here's New York County taking Letitia James to court over transgender order, quote unquote, is common sense. In New York Attorney General Letitia James was sued Tuesday over her response to Nassau County's executive Bruce Blakeman's directive restricting transgender athletic competition. Okay, so that's Bruce Blakeman. He's the good guy who says he does not want transgendered men who claim to be women to be participating in women's sports. It's very dangerous for the women. That's been shown. They can knock out other women. They beat all their records. It defeats everything Title IX did to put women in sports back in the 60s. Now you can work your whole life as a biological woman, and you will get taken out by a biological man who is a transgendered woman. And for people that say that's hateful or weird, you're just playing politics. Letitia James issued Blakeman a cease and desist letter on Friday over his executive order prohibiting transgender women from participating in Nassau County's female competitions. Quote, this is common sense, what they're trying to do. The people who are trying to inject biological males into female competition is destroying women's and girls' sports. And that is a protected class under federal law, unquote, Blakeman claimed. I not only wanted to do this for the women and girls here at Nassau County, I have an obligation to do it, unquote. and Letitia James is going after him because Letitia James, this is what happens with Democrats. They end up being anti-biological women. These are feminists who are anti-woman. Okay, here's another front by Letitia James going after the beef industry. This is Vivek Ramaswamy. Letitia James, after prosecuting Trump for political reasons, is now suing America's largest beef producer because it doesn't have a quote viable plan to achieve its net zero by 2040 goal. This is politics masquerading as justice. She should be disbarred for her rank partisanship. I agree. Absolutely. Here's the Wall Street Journal, similar article. Letitia James, anti-business model. The New York Attorney General sues a meat company because it sells too much meat. It's too successful. This is another Democrat environmentalist thing that Letitia James is going on the rampage for. New York Governor Kathy Hochul declared the state wouldn't target businesses with political cases after winning a $454 million judgment against Donald Trump. That vow didn't last long. Last week, Attorney General Letitia James charged the world's largest beef producer, JBS USA, with misrepresenting its carbon emissions. JBS, I got nothing for you. This is your punishment for being in business selling meat in New York. Everyone in New York that does anything against the Democratic agenda, same-sex marriage, environmentalism, illegal open borders, all of that, persecuting and prosecuting political opponents. If you're in New York, it's going to start being your fault for being that dumb. It's like, look, maybe you don't go to certain neighborhoods at 2 a.m. Here's Letitia James, quote, the JBS group has profited from its fraudulent and illegal business activities across the state of New York State. You hear that before? That's what she calls Trump. That's what she calls all political opponents. The AG claims in a lawsuit filed in the state court. Pray tell how her argument is that eating beef is bad for the climate and that JBS duped consumers into buying its products by making overtly ambitious pledges to cut emissions. Seriously, that's the case. Now, JBS, you have this coming because you played the climate game and now you got burned. Uh-oh, boo-boo. Here's Letitia James at a speech for New York firefighters where they boo her and start shouting, Trump, Trump, Trump.
Oh, come on, we're in a house of God. First, simmer down. I want to thank Commissioner Kavanaugh and Chief Hodgins for that recognition.
The people, firefighters, where it takes merit to keep that job instead of an advanced college degree, they know who has their back, and that's Trump. This is going to haunt Letitia James. Fine, go hang out with your elitist, rich, manipulative snobs, Letitia. You're a criminal. Firefighters know it. Here's Letitia James going after the Second Amendment. This is from AP News headline, court ordered permanently blocks Florida gun retailer from selling certain gun parts in New York. So this affects a Florida gun retailer selling parts in New York. That's right, your businesses outside of state won't even be able to do business with New York. This is what California does too also, where they'll ban like food coloring in candy. And then suddenly, what's a candy manufacturer going to do? Say, we'll do business everywhere but California, when California is one of the hugest buyers, of any product. So that's how Letitia James starts to manipulate what's happening in Florida with the Second Amendment. Here's another evil of Letitia James. This is a Masterpiece Cake Shop, a Colorado bakery. This is big, imbecilic Letitia James manipulating Colorado cake bakers who are Christians. Masterpiece Cake Shop, a Colorado bakery, refused to make a customer a cake when they found out it was to celebrate her transition. That's false. It'll be clarified in a minute. This bakery has discriminated against LGBTQ people before. I'm urging the Colorado Supreme Court to stop this transphobic discrimination. Here comes the big words, guys. It's politics all over. Well, let's clarify a little bit. So this is a Christian cake shop. And here's what was clarified on Twitter by these fact checks. The same customer also asked for a cake with a cake topper described as, quote, a large figure of Satan, licking a 9-inch, an actual working model that can be turned on before we unveil the cake, unquote. That's what the poor LGBTQ victims are doing to conservative Christian cake decorators. If you're a cake decorator, you're an artist. I'm an artist. These are people coming and telling you, you will perform what I tell you to do with your art. I will pay you, and you will not have a free speech right to say no. You are compelled to work, or we will shut down your company. And even New York, Letitia James will start to manipulate the Colorado state to take down your business. Do you see how evil this is? This is about New York. Letitia James could reach any of us in another county, in another state, on any number of issues. This is the Second Amendment. This is free speech. This is the LGBTQ movement. This is environmentalism. See, it's spreading everywhere. This is what the left does. Guys, quit voting Democrat. Never put an X next to a Democrat again, or you're asking for this stuff to happen to you or your children. Here's Molly Hemingway ratioing the heck out of New York AG Letitia James. She wrote, "Your hatred of the First Amendment aligns with your hatred of other parts of the rule of law. You are a bad person." I agree. Here's another tweet from Travis in Flint. Happening now, Letitia James is now suing the world's largest beef producer, JBS USA, for not meeting environmental quality standards of net zero by 2040. Here's the rest of that, unpacking the rest of his tweet. JBS recently announced they'll be increasing production and adding more jobs, which Letitia James claims will increase their carbon footprint and hurt their environment. They're trying to bring more jobs into New York, but they're the wrong kinds of jobs, people making beef. Not only is James targeting political opponents, she's now going after any business that is succeeding in New York. How many jobs will be lost because of this? Are New Yorkers still happy they voted Democrat? You dummies, you deserve this. You are going to collapse New York. Enjoy when all the good jobs are either gone or given to an illegal. Elections have consequences. I agree. And then here's, this is Mel, the Village Crazy Lady. He already exposed Letitia James's Fonnie Willis-like expenditures. What do I mean? Well, in 2023 alone, Letitia James spent over $28,000 on hotels. Over $15,000 of that was spent on luxury hotels in Puerto Rico. What is she doing in Puerto Rico? And then here's the list. Here's the artwork list showing it all. These big resort hotel level hotels for $28,000. That's what Letitia James is doing to you. She's the Fonnie Willis of New York, people. And that about covers it for Letitia James. As you can see, crooked, monstrous, criminal, defended by Democrats in New York. If you guys keep voting these people in power, I got nothing, but you're going to reap an absolute disaster by putting this kind of evil in office in New York. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug in Exile. I'll definitely be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below for those of you who want to go over there and check that out. Also, you guys to go over there and show our friend Doug a bit of love. Oh my goodness, you guys. It's not just the TDS that's hitting home for Letitia James, that Attorney General up in New York, guys. She is spreading like a wildfire. The way she's trying to take down all of these people that are on the other side of the aisle. All these corporations in New York, guys. Oh my goodness, I didn't know it was this bad. Seems like the Attorney General Letitia James is on a war path, and she is a tyrant that is ready to take out any business that is not agreeing with her politics in New York. That's currently a very scary state to do business in, considering the fact that, Attorney General Letitia James could come into your business and do an assessment at any time and, find that you've been, conducting business illegitimately or illegally, as she says, and come and bring a lawsuit against you. She's brought a $500 million lawsuit against Donald Trump. Now she's suing the biggest beef producer in the United States, guys. This is just absolutely too far gone. New Yorkers are starting to see that, voting Letitia James in as Attorney General was the worst thing they could have ever done. They should have known that just based off the way she campaigned, and her slogan was to get in office and take Donald Trump down. And if she would go to those great lengths, take down Donald Trump, weaponize, the Department of Justice system in her favor to, bring down a political opponent, why wouldn't you think that she would do it against other entities and other individuals and these other corporations? And she's doing it, put it on display right now, guys. She is set out to tear down any corporation or anyone that steps in front of her path, guys. they better watch out in New York. And if you're a business in New York or a business owner, guys, you better run. Definitely will be excited to see, you know, where New Yorkers go going forward, you know, who they're voting for. Because if you vote in a Letitia James once again, guys, you're asking for this madness. You're asking for this absolute tyranny up in New York, guys. And then we got Letitia James showing Fani Willis-like traits, abusing and misusing taxpayer funds, funding this lavish lifestyle. I knew it seemed a little too good to be true to say that, you know, Attorney General Letitia James is bringing about all these lawsuits just to tear these people down. She didn't need the money behind it. She wasn't, you know, having any, you know, personal or financial gain or benefit behind bringing about these lawsuits. But that's not the case, guys. Turns out that Attorney General Letitia James is no better than Fani Willis over in Fulton County, Georgia, guys. She's probably got a Nathan Wade. We need some more investigation into Miss Letitia James, guys. It seems like all that evidence is right, you know, sitting underneath the stack of papers. All we have to do is lift them up. I'm excited to see, you know, what's going on into her personal life, because I feel like she's been doing the same thing Miss Fani Willis has been doing. She's been stealing money, and I believe it's time that we see Miss Letitia James be held accountable for her actions. I feel like there's been no accountability across the board for these rogue figures, and they need to start being held accountable. Just like Fani Willis, you see what happens when we put her up on the stand. She starts having to be held accountable for her actions. She's trying to run and dodge and hide from the music, guys. This is the same thing we need to see with Letitia James. We need to see someone bring about and investigate Miss Letitia James, because there's evidence there. There's definitely some dirt that needs to be uncovered. There's no way that she's doing all this on the front side with Donald Trump and all these entities, and she doesn't have any dirt in her closet, guys. She's definitely doing something on the back end too. We just need a little bit of investigation, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts, man. Letitia James now bringing about lawsuits on any company, any organization that she can find a reason to in New York, and also she's taking advantage of taxpayer funds, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you guys hit that share button and share this out to as many friends as possible on Facebook, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Does not cost a thing. Hit that like button for your boy, and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth, guys. Hop aboard for the journey. Y'all catch y'all on the next one week. Yo, what's happening, Retro fam? Are you guys looking for a way to connect with your boy Retro and the Retro fam on a day-to-day basis? Look no further, guys. Memberships have now been launched where you can gain exclusive access to chat with your boy Retro and the community and gain perks, guys. Just hop in the description box below and check out the link for memberships, guys. You can subscribe on a monthly basis to chat and have exclusive perks with your boy Retro and the Retro community, guys. Check that out in the description box today.